Hello lovely people. So we have had electricians and plumbers in this week. So we haven't actually done anything ourselves, and we are very terrible at recording when someone else is doing the work. I've got a few snippets which I will happily post, but for the majority of it we've kind of just let them do their thing and give them space, rather than intruding them with recording. So I thought I will just walk you around the property because there's lots of updates that have happened. So yeah. Okay, let's start from the beginning. This is Tio, I'm Clara, and this is Kiki, and our small family makes up Mission.Bulgaria. We got sick and tired of living in London, and we wanted to move away from the exhausting city life. So we packed up and bought a house in the mountains of Bulgaria, where we hope to live off the land, raise animals, and enjoy everything this beautiful country has to offer. Starting with update number 1, we are so waterlogged. What the hell? So yeah, like I said, we've had plumbers and electricians in to do some bits and pieces. So let's start with the ground floor. I'm going to try and not bring excessive mud into the house since we've just had so many things done. It's me trying to be clean. So, big doors. Oh my god, I just realised. Oh, it's unlocked. Should have been locked. We need to get used to locking our door. Yeah, let's go. So, as you walk in, we've got all this piping on the floor. So, what is the deal with the piping, you ask? This is underfloor heating. So we're going to have water go through all these pipes. That is water that we're going to use for the house, but it's also going to provide underfloor heating for us. Playing a little bit of. And then we've also had the electricians in. So they've been cutting into the wall, putting in the wires and various outlets that we're going to be having. So like light switch there, plug there. We're going to have lights over here because this is the side where we're going to have our bench. Another light switch, so on and so forth. I've had people drilling up into the ceiling, but we'll get into that in a minute. So this is what the front room currently looks like. So we've got like holes, wires going through the walls all the way across, and then we've obviously got this heating at the floor, so it's coming together quite nicely. We're at the stage where we're sort of like choosing tiles and stuff like that, which is quite exciting. You can see, got all of it in here. This is our kitchen. It's going to be so nice to have this during the winter because we've just spent a winter without like proper central heating and just using fires. And originally I was like, oh yeah, no, it's totally fine to just use fires, not realizing how cold it gets in Bulgaria. So yeah, I've been like, oh, it's fine. And yeah, I've realized the errors of my way. So this is going to be our little utility room. It's actually quite cool in the house. Like, we haven't popped the insulation in or anything, but it's actually quite cool, and it's a sunny day. So, okay, coming in here. This is our bathroom. So you can see, oh, no. Sorry, I'm trying to be gentle. So this is the piping that is where our shower's going to go. And then I think toilet over there, sink over here, and then we're going to have like mirrors and stuff on here. And we're going to keep this shelf. I don't know what we're going to use it for, but we're going to use it. So yeah, because it's the downstairs bathroom. You're going to need space for everything. And then this is the Mechana. Wow, it is really coming together. It's ridiculous how far it's come in such a short time. But yeah, so this is where we're gonna hopefully host dinners during the winter and stuff. So we've got we're gonna have lights on a couple of the beams. We're gonna have a couple central as well, just to have atmosphere and stuff. I might consider dimmers, but honestly, that's kind of a ball ache, and if it goes wrong, then it goes all flickery, and it's, yeah, like I said, ball ache. So, coming back through the kitchen. Never mind. Sorry, I'm going to take a minute to appreciate. Look how much light is coming through those windows. It's a really nice sunny day, so it's nice to see where all the light is hitting now that we've got the windows and doors in. like even in the hallway as well. Like, I'm so glad that we decided to go for a big window here rather than, I don't know, trying to cut it half off and everything, because look at all that lovely light that's coming through. And you can imagine as the day goes on, it just moves with it. Oh, sorry, I'm in awe of these doors and windows. Okay, gently, gently. All right. There we go. Cool, and then let's head on upstairs. Whew. After much trial and error to blooming well open the door. God. So, this is my hallway. And now you can start to see that the radiators, the pipework has been started to be put in. So we've got some of the pipes here, and then that's more of the electrician's handiwork. For this will disappear. This will go. I want it to disappear today, but no such luck. So we'll come in here, and this is where the pipes from downstairs have been fed through to up here. So radiator in here, and then if I come into this room, oh, Lord, maybe. Yeah, we've got electrics being fed through here, which is great. More of the plumbing works. So our shower's going to be in this corner. I think our toilet's going to be there. Sink potentially either here or there. Not entirely sure. And then we've obviously got the radiator being fed through here from in the other room. So yeah, just realised they've got all the insulation up here. So that's that room. And then continuing over here. Again, they've just, woof, that's a lot of cables to go in one room. But yeah, we've got pipes going in here because obviously the radiator is on the other side there, so it makes sense to put it all on one side. Then we've got another radiator going on in here below the window. And again, electrics everywhere you see. Don't know why I sang there, but I did. Oh my God, there's such a big hole in there. I have to fix all the holes as well. I've got big plans for this window. Big plans. And I will be showing with that soon. Right. And then if we come over here. So, same deal. We're going to have a, where are we at? Radiator along this wall. Electrics. Yeah. And again, electrics there. And then we come into here. Oh, bit stuck. Oh. Right. Ooh, this is the toilet that we bought. See, I took a lot of time spending on this toilet. I mean, choosing it. But yeah, so that's the toilet that we're going to install. We're going to get a couple of those, but we needed one to at least guess the sizing and everything for it. Or not guess, but use as a measuring mark. And then we've got radiator along here. And not as many sort of like cables coming through here because this is guest room, future kids' bedroom sort of thing. So less technology, the better in here. They don't need many things. And then the final room is at the back here. Ooh, they've zip tied this. I'm assuming they've zip tied this for a reason. I'm not going to go and disrupt it. There is madness to the reasoning, I'm sure. But yeah, that's the house so far. So yeah, there's quite a lot to do still, but it's making really, really good, quick progress, which is great. So yeah, there's still a lot to do. We are still in the mix of getting the rest of our plumbing put in and like getting the radiators installed and everything. And we're trying to figure out the best options for insulation at the moment, because that's the next thing that me and Tio are planning on doing, is the fact that we want to get in here and put all the insulation up as quickly as possible so that we can have a bit more heat in the house. It's not like freezing in the house, but these houses are made to either be, no, they're made to be pretty cool when it's hot weather. And they're sort of good in the winter. They sort of retain quite a lot of heat, but we've got so many holes, like there, holes above the windows, that we kind of need to plug up as much as we can. So yeah, we have electrics hopefully being finished in, I think it was something like a couple of weeks. So yeah, we should have like switches and plugs and everything going for the house. We've had the lovely electrical people in a letter up to make sure that everything's okay and we're not going to have like sketchy electrics. And yeah, it's all coming together. It's all coming together. We have floorboards that we are going to use for up here, and we're choosing our floors for our tiles for downstairs. We've kind of decided on the vibe that we're going for, and I will post a picture somewhere. Let's say here, I'll post a picture of the AI generated imagery that we did for it, so that it gives a nice idea of what we are after and what we're planning on doing. But oh my god! So electrics, plumbing, once they're in, it is basically down to installation and I guess like actually decorating. And we're booking in a guy for screeding, whatever that means, next week. So he's going to do the floor downstairs and cover it over and basically make sure everything's level. And yeah, it's so exciting because like we're gonna probably take some of these off and like sand them down and revarnish them, like put the colour back in, because some of them are a little bit like faded and jazz from like years. But it's just the next step after this is decorating and getting our hands properly into it. Like we've helped as much as we can with the build. Like we've torn everything out, we've built shit ourselves, we've torn down like the spare garage that was in front, we've fixed, taken out windows and, you know, just tried to make as many window frames as we can for our windows and things. Painted as many, beams as we could and things like that. But it's now we're getting to the point where it's just basically going to be me and Tio screaming at each other about tiles. Which is exciting! It's so exciting! So yeah, please like, share and subscribe. We really appreciate everyone that's following along on our journey. And, yeah. Oh my god, it's so exciting. And then soon enough I'll actually be starting to do some gardening. But look how pretty these are. Look, hold on. Look, little snowdrops. They're so lovely. They're just natural. They're just sort of popping out all over the garden. How cool is that? I turned all the garden over before we started like taking out walls and stuff. And oh, look at that bee! Oh, that's a good sign. That's a very good sign that we haven't damaged this garden so much. But look, they look like tulips coming through. I could be wrong. Someone correct me. But looks like we've got some tulips and stuff. And yeah, we're coming into the spring months. So that means, we're going to have to tackle the garden. Which is a lot. But it's not the end of the world, because we do want to, I've made a plan for the garden and I intend to stick to it, and hopefully in the next few months we can look to get some chickens and we'll have a chicken coop sort of like around that area. But yeah, I need to get another coat for our greenhouse. I've spoken to someone and they were suggesting going to Pepco for just the cover, because the structure is good, it's just we need the cover for it. So yeah, I'm hoping to get one of those in the next couple of weeks and cover this all back over and make it proper so that I can start growing things properly in there. It's not the end of the world that it doesn't have it right now, but like we are occasionally getting snow and sub-zero weather, and it's not going to be ideal if we have that whilst trying to grow seedlings. Hello and welcome to the bonus slides. I feel like welcome to the bonus slides. Yes, the microphone has disappeared because I cannot be bothered to go get it. It's somewhere hidden in the house. I really can't be bothered to try and find it this week. I will try and find it for next week. So you've got this audio, which I'm going to be trying loud and clear on. So yeah, I am going to reply to a couple of people's comments that have left comments on our videos. So, without further ado, let's kick it off with, no, do not remove the stickers before the end of the work there, in brackets, plastering, painting, etc. Actually, there's like a string of like other replies to this. Okay, so we were told, you got Kiki in the background. Ooh, special guest appearance. So we were told by the people who installed the windows to take the stickers off before within 30 days of them being installed, because otherwise the sticky stuff gets really stuck onto the windows and it's a bowl ache to try and get off. So that's kind of why we decided to take them off early. I know, I didn't really want to take them off either because, you know, we've still got so much stuff going on, but we are putting we're putting plastic over the windows to try and protect the window frames and everything from getting too dusty and getting any damage or anything. Tio's monitoring that very closely because those windows are basically like his new child, and he's like, no, nothing can scratch them. So yeah, that's why we took them off. Just purely because the guy who installed them said that it was the better thing to do, even if the work is still continuing, which it was inevitably going to do. And unfortunately, the house was never going to get finished in the next 30 days. No matter how much we wish or pray, it's not going to happen. We got months to go still. So yeah, that's why. Next comment is, remember window insect screens to fit for the summer. We've got them. We've just put them down somewhere. They're in storage at the moment because obviously, you know, it's winter. We're not opening the windows. Lord knows. But when it comes to summer, we are going to have the windows open all the time and the insect sheets on because unfortunately, I don't know what my blood contains, but mosquitoes love me. I don't love them. They love me. And I'm pretty sure Tio married me just so that I can stand next to him and I'll get eaten alive so that he can survive happily and bite-free. Are you going to do a before and after, room by room? I think it would be great. Many blessings from North Texas. Hello, Texas. Wow, we're getting a lot of like people internationally. This is quite exciting. We will be doing a play-by-play of each room. I've been taking pictures and videos sort of roughly week by week. And what we're going to do is we're going to do like a nice reveal when it's all done. And we're going to do like the before and afters. And unfortunately, the befores are not going to be that great because when we first started out, we were doing it like the way we were holding the camera was vertically, not horizontally, so it will look a little bit weird on the videos, but it's fine. We'll make it work and it will all come together nicely. It's just going to take a bit of editing. Just editing. Who needs life? Okay, I mentioned before about your swear words and we have children who can hear them, so I have to unsubscribe, sorry. Apologies for that. Obviously, I do put the videos up that it's not for people under the ages of 18. As much as I would like to say that swearing is not a part of our vocabulary, it is. We do try to sort of limit, but when we're in the mix of things in the heat of the moment or whatnot, it's not something that we monitor. So yeah, apologies for that, and I hope that maybe in the future, maybe when our language or our frustrations calm down, you can join back on. But yeah, is the nature of the beast. We are swearing people. Sorry. Can't please everyone, unfortunately. So yeah, that's all the comments that I'm pinning this week. Stay tuned for next week. We have weirdly got a week of rest this week, so we haven't got any plumbing going on, we haven't got any works going on. I'm going to do a bit of gardening because the weather's so good. Like, look at this weather. Look at it. Sunny. So I'm going to do a bit of gardening, but as for the house updates, we are sort of waiting on a couple of things, so it's going to be a bit slow for the next couple of weeks, but we will keep you updated as and when. But as always, thank you very much for joining, and please like, share and subscribe. Oh, before I forget, if you haven't already, we have released the free Excel spreadsheet. So if you are looking to move to Bulgaria and you're looking at house properties and stuff, you're not really sure where to start, please go ahead and download our free Excel spreadsheet on our YouTube page. The link is there. It's completely free. I don't take any of your information. It is literally a resource there for you to just use as you please, edit it as you please. It's just something that me and Tio were using when we were looking for our house, and I've had lots of people request they were asking lots of questions about like moving and things to look out for. So I think that this is probably the best thing that we could give you that might help in the long run. So yeah, if you want to check it out, it's on our YouTube channel page, so go ahead, download it. And like I said, I don't take any information, I don't take any money, it's all for free, as you please. And yes, there are updates about the merchandise. We are currently chatting to a distributor in Bulgaria, so hopefully within the next few days I'll have an update about like release date and everything, so that's really exciting. Okay, have a wonderful day and see you on the next one. Ciao ciao.